Dave's wife, Belinda. When you lower that music, I get easily distracted. When Dan was in the hospital, Dave commented to me that Dan had so many friends, so many people who considered him to be their best friend. This was because he had a way of connecting with people. He took the time to get to know you and form a special relationship with you. My special relationship with Dan revolved around food. I loved to cook for him, and he loved to find decadent desserts for me. He would search high and low, hither and yon, to find the ultimate desserts. He would do test runs and get sample cakes to make sure he got it right for the holidays. While there were some misses, such as the mincemeat pie incident of 2001 and the fruity German cake of 2008, there were also victories, such as the chocolate bomb, he knows that, and the apple pie that he repeated with the last few years. Dan was a very thoughtful person. He found many unusual gifts over the years. One that comes to mind was a brown, crusty papier-mâché balloon that looked like a bunch of Italian sausage links. But Poppy pointed out that it was actually a ballerina that spun around on her toe. Some gifts were so special that they had to go right to Dave's office. like a 2-foot-long iguana sculpture. Dan was a big supporter of the arts and gave our family beautiful paintings of local scenes such as Crescent Beach and Stonington Village. He recently fell in love with a photograph of a fawn in the woods and gave it to Emily for her room. You knew that every gift he gave was handpicked for you with much thought and love. Dan loved his granddaughters very much. He visited as often as he could and spent quality time getting to know them. He enjoyed watching their sporting events and recently went all the way to Burlington, Massachusetts to watch Emily's softball tournament. When her team won the state championship, he sent her a letter to congratulate her. While this was very nice and thoughtful of him, what meant more to me was that he arranged for his friend Joan to send a letter to Pamela on the same day so that she would get mail too. During the aftermath of Hurricane Irene, we begged Dan to come and stay with us because we were worried about him being without power. He was a tough New Englander, and in typical Dan style, refused to come. Don't get me going about the winter storm driving he insisted on doing. He would wait until the highest level safety alert, the one just below only state authorized vehicles, and that is when he would leave his house. He would rather sit in his dark, toiletless house with a cooler and a flashlight than leave because of a storm. Finally, he agreed to come, and we thought he had finally come to his senses. Then we realized it was the start of the Red Sox-Yankee series. We couldn't miss it. He came and stayed with us for nearly a week, and we are so grateful for that time. We all got to enjoy his company, spend quiet moments with him, and spoil him while he was there. No matter how poorly he was feeling, he proved how tough and determined he was not to let his health get in the way of spending time with the people he loved. We miss him so much and cannot yet comprehend life without him. The big question that we haven't been able to face is, who will bring the desserts for Thanksgiving?